Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. I have been here all along, just not on the YouTubes recently, but I have a mani here to show you guys today. I recorded this a while ago and I'm finally getting around to editing it. All of the products you see here are from Gigi's Custom Dips up in Canada. It's a brand I've used before on my channel. I know and love all of her products well, so definitely check out the Gigi's shop if you have not before. You will not be disappointed. I will say that the two dips that I'm using here today were from a collection that is sold out. I will check and find out if it is restocking, but it was a special collection that was released and was a fundraiser. So I'll link where the collection was so you can see the colors. Not that it'll help if they aren't available, but you would definitely want to shop her shop. She's got lots of awesome dips and I'm sure you could find something equally beautiful to put on your nails. So I'm going to get into this dip. I have Gigi's Custom Dips dip liquids as well as their gel liquids to use today. And the two tools that I had out, one was a cuticle pusher, and then I have the cleanup tool for around your cuticle when you're dipping. Those are both from her shop as well. And I love the rainbowy chrome look to them, and they just they're perfectly functional. They're what I reach for often. The other end of that cleanup around the cuticle tool is like a wax tip, so if you're picking up like gems or things to put on your nail, that's perfect for that purpose. So I am just getting in with her dip base. I love her dip liquids. They perform beautifully. This is a nice thin consistency, so if you like a thin dip base, this is a great one. So definitely check that out if you're shopping. And then I don't know if you guys remember because it's been a while, but the first time I used the dip liquids from the shop, I was stunned at how fast the Activator cured the dip powder. I've used I don't know, probably 24 different dip liquids by this time. I've been dipping my nails for I don't know, 6.5 years now or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while. And so I've used a lot of different dip liquids, and Activator is usually Activator. So it usually takes about 2 minutes to fully harden the dip powder on your nails and make it ready to get that clickety clack sound that knows you're ready for filing. This stuff, and you've seen I have a habit of just kind of applying twice because it just makes me feel like I make sure that I saturate that dip powder in Activator to make sure it fully cures. When I used the Activator from Gigi's Custom Dips, I went through with the first application, and by the time I went back to apply the second one, immediately after, I could tell, because you can kind of feel it harden almost. It happened so fast that it was already hardened and clickety clack ready to go by the time I had finished applying the first layer of Activator. I don't understand, it's some kind of magic that happens, but her Activator just cures that nail so fast. So if you're impatient like I am and want to get right into your filing, then this is going to be a game changer for you, because there's no couple minutes of waiting or testing it out to hope that they're done. They are solidly cured super quick. So this color I'm applying, it's hard to tell sometimes what picks up on camera accurately and not. And right now I'm looking at this on my screen and it kind of looks white. Even the pictures I took of my nails after the fact, I kind of had a hard time picking up the true color, but it's maybe I'll see if I have a swatch picture I can pop in here. If I don't, sorry, but you can look at the website picture. It's a very pale purple, a muted lavender. It's not pinkish, it's a really light purple. And so it was just really nice and delicate and soft, and I really liked the way it applied really smoothly. It's a lot, sometimes you get pastel colors and they can be a bit chalky almost. This was not like that at all. And then this dip is called Tooth Fairy, and it's a flake, and I think it's really pretty, and again, doesn't truly show itself on camera, but this is a flake and it was really pretty, and I love how flakes apply. So if you're someone who has tried or admired chunky dip powder and you're just well, it's not dip powder, chunky glitter dips, and you just can't get that application quite right. You can't get it smooth, or it's just a filing nightmare, but you want a little pizzazz on your nails. I highly recommend trying flaky dip powders because they are so easy to work with. So they apply so nicely, and the flakes, when you do this gentle tap thing that I'm doing right here, they just like melt into the dip base, and then there's no like bumpiness to it. They're just such a smooth application, and I think they're just really pretty. These like lighter colors, like a whitish base with flakes in it, always makes me think of like an opal and the iridescence of an opal, and I have a special place in my heart for opals. They are my birthstone, but I just think that they're so pretty and unique, and these flakes kind of give off that vibe. And you can often use them like on top of another base color, which is what I'm going to do here. I decided to apply a layer of that like the really light purple. Oh, excuse me for my almost yawn. and then I applied a dip of the flakes on top. Now, it doesn't change it a lot in this circumstance because that pale purple is just like it's really close in color to the base color with the flakes, but I wanted to do it just to kind of see how it would turn out. So that being said, you can do a dip of these like flaky colors on top of like a really dark base or a really neon base, and just change the whole look of that base color. And I just think that's really cool. So they're very versatile, definitely worth having some flakes in your collection. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm doing 2 dips of this flaky color on my pinky and my thumb, and then I'm going to do a dip of those flakes over my index finger, and then we are going to cap and clear. And I guess before I take a break and catch a breath from talking, I like to cap and clear for a lot of reasons. So if you have never done a dip of clear over your dip powder manicure before, let me explain real quickly why I like to. Number 1, it is going to encapsulate everything. So when I file, I'm not filing into those flakies or glitters if they're on my nails. I'm not filing any pigment off of like the color dips. I've had that happen before I capped and clear, where you have like a neon pink or like just a bright vibrant color, and then you do your like filing and buffing, and then you're like, what, there's like lighter spots, like it almost kind of burnt the pigment off or something. Anyway, I really like a cap and clear to protect all of those things. Additionally, if you do a French mani design or anything like that, marbling, color blocking, all of those things you want to protect with a layer of clear so that when you file, you don't mess with the design you created. And then for me, as an added bonus, when you use your activator brush is only ever touching clear dip powder. So your activator isn't going to get stained with pigment. It's not going to get contaminated with glitter. So that won't affect your next mani. Because if you use your activator on like a hot pink or a red nail, and then you put that back in your bottle, you're going to get some of that pigment back into the bottle. And then you might do like a stark white mani next. And just like if you got like a red sock in your white laundry or whatever, it's going to kind of tint that white, or it can eventually build up enough pigment in the activator or glitters that are going to contaminate your next or all of your future manis until you start a new bottle of activator. So that for me is well worth it. It just really keeps your activator nice and clear, and I think that's of good value. So anyway, so I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to cap and clear, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys about chrome. Okay, so look at me on the struggle bus to get my camera to focus in on those flakes. Then I like moved my camera mount and like I don't know. I have the newest iPhone and like the Pro Max version, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but like sometimes I struggle to get a picture showing the right like true color. I like struggle to get it to focus right. I don't know. There must be some kind of setting that I just don't feel like I should have to mess with on my iPhone to like do a good job. It's expensive enough. I feel like it should just do it on its own. Anyway, let's get into some chrome. So I have the Princess Chrome here. It's so pretty. In fact, you'll see in a minute after I chrome this nail, I was like, do I chrome more? Because it's so pretty. But I did want to have like a nail that was just solid so you could kind of see what that color looked like. And then I did the flakes on the other nails, but man, it made me want to like chrome all the things. So for chrome, you need a no wipe gel top coat. I have the one from Gigi's Custom Dips. I love their gels. They're really smooth. They're not thin or runny. They're not super thick and goopy. They're just like the right consistency. And I have nothing but good things to say about her gels. So definitely check those out if you are shopping in the shop. So I apply just a nice, even, thin application of no wipe gel top coat to the entire nail. That chrome is going to stick where the top coat is. So make sure you get your free edge there. You get all around, like just straight up to the cuticle. Just be very precise because that's where that chrome is going to stick. And chrome likes to show off imperfections. So I have already filed and buffed off camera so that I have my smooth nail surface and it's ready to take that chrome because it will show, like, I'm telling you, it wants to show off your imperfections. So do your best. So then you want to do a flash cure. So 10 to 12 seconds, depending on your lamp. I mean, you can probably do 15 seconds, whatever. It's not like super precise, but you want to have some cure to it. And then I highly recommend using an applicator like this, an eyeshadow applicator or whatever. And then you're just going to rub that chrome in and you can see how easy it is. You just rub it on there. Some people like to use their finger. I don't prefer that. Number one, it's kind of messy. Number two, I don't want to expose my skin to uncured gel product because that can lead to gel allergies and I really don't want to deal with that and have it limit the products that I can safely use. So if you're touching that gel when it's only flash cured, then you can really be exposing your skin to uncured gel. So after you've done that, you do want to finish curing. So you've only flash cured that, so you want to pop your hand in that nail in your lamp and finish curing for the full 60 seconds for a gel top coat. And I did that, and I'm sorry I didn't like edit the little time stamp in there, but I popped that into the lamp, cured that, and now we're going to go in with our finishing gel application. I like to use a gel base first and then a gel top coat, and that is because if I just put gel top coat over this, because my dip powder is buffed so smoothly and now I've just applied like a really smooth chrome powder look, that gel will peel up when it comes to me. I don't know, some people don't have the experience. I guess like maybe you have a different filing method or whatever, but most people I've known that use a gel top coat over a smooth dip powder application, they're going to have peeling of that top coat, and I don't want to deal with that, and I don't imagine you do. So I apply a gel base first, cure it for 30 seconds, and then apply my gel top coat. And ever since I adopted that method, I've never had any issues with my top coat peeling. So I know way back in the day, the first time I tried chrome years and years ago, I applied a gel top coat over it, and in like, I don't know, hours, that gel top coat was peeling off. And I was so sad because I had done all this work and I loved this mani, and then the gel top coat was peeling off. And I've heard tips about like kind of roughing up the dip powder, but I'm like, I want it to look smooth, so I don't really want to take like a rough file to it. And then like cap the free edge. And I was like, I'm doing all those things. But really the fix for me was a gel base first. So gel base, cure for 30, gel top, cure for 60, and then you're done. And that's gonna tolerate a lot. Like I'm hard on my nails and that's just gonna hold up really well. Do keep in mind I use a peel off base coat, so I'm not soaking these off. If you are soaking off, then you need to file off that top coat well. and then soak in acetone, because acetone will take your lifetime to penetrate that gel top coat. So as always, I am finishing up with my cuticle oil to hydrate the skin around my nails after I just put it through all this process. As you can see, I had a little owie on my index finger there and on my thumb. Like I said, I'm hard on my hands, but cuticle oil, I really feel like helps just hydrate everything and heal it up really nicely. So a day, maybe 2 days later, I took my after picture, which you'll see in a second, and everything was healing up so nicely, just those little cuts. So I highly recommend cuticle oil. Links for all these products will be in the description box below. Thanks for being here, you guys, and hopefully I will be back with more for you soon. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye now.